Hello friends. Welcome to the Power Book Summaries YouTube channel. Have you ever felt that money is not just a physical object, but a form of flowing energy? An energy that responds to our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions? If not, then this book is for you. It explains that money doesn't just come from working hard. It also comes from how we feel about it. The author believes that money is a form of universal energy. And just like any energy, it has its own vibrations. When we tune ourselves to those vibrations, money starts to flow into our lives naturally. The book begins with a simple yet powerful idea. Money is energy. And this energy reaches us only when we are truly ready to receive it. But the real question is, are we actually ready for money? Many people desire wealth, but deep down they hold negative beliefs about money. They think money is bad, that it corrupts people, that rich people are greedy, or that money can't buy happiness. These beliefs get stored in our subconscious minds and silently repel money from our lives. The author says that unless we break these inner beliefs, money won't come to us. So the first step is to examine our thoughts and ask ourselves, do we really see money as something positive, or do we carry fear or guilt around it? If we want money to stay in our lives, we need to develop feelings of gratitude and trust. The book teaches that money flows when we learn to accept it without fear or guilt. When we see money as a tool that allows us to help others, that energy becomes more stable in our lives. The author explains that if you want to attract money, you must first develop a wealthy mindset. Because where there is a mindset of lack, abundance cannot stay. So how do we connect with this energy? The answer is gratitude. When you are grateful for what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are ready for more. If every morning you say to yourself, I am blessed, what I have is enough, then you start connecting with the higher energy where abundance flows. Money doesn't come from hard work alone. Of course, effort is necessary. But if your hard work is filled with fear or a mindset of lack, then money will remain distant. You may work as hard as you want, but if your mind fears that money won't come or will be lost, that fear pushes money away. That's why the author insists working hard isn't enough. You need to align your energy with money. Just like we build a relationship with people, we must build a relationship with money. A real positive relationship. When we embrace money, don't fear it, appreciate it, and love it, that's when that relationship deepens. And the energy of money starts flowing into our life. There's an interesting story in the book about a woman who always said, money is hard to get. Her life was constantly filled with financial struggles. She believed that money was rare, and that belief blocked abundance. But when she changed her thoughts and began saying, money comes to me easily, I am wealthy, her life began to change. New opportunities appeared, and most importantly, she began to feel free and light. This shows that our subconscious mind creates our reality. If we train our subconscious to believe that money is good and it is meant for us, then the entire universe begins working in our favor. That's why it's essential to keep affirming positive thoughts like, money flows into my life, I am worthy of abundance, I am becoming wealthier every day. To make this process stronger, the author suggests a powerful technique, visualization. Take a few minutes each day. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by wealth. Feel the joy of spending that money, helping others, living peacefully. When you do this regularly, your subconscious starts believing it, and you connect with that energy. Then comes the fear that says money is hard to get, that people will judge us if we become rich, that money will go away. These fears grip the energy that attracts money. So, the author says, identify your fears and replace them with gratitude. Whenever you feel fear, say to yourself, I am safe, I am capable, the universe supports me. Another concept the book emphasizes is the power of giving. When you see money not just for yourself, but as a way to help others, the energy of money expands. The universe multiplies what you give. But remember, giving should come from love, not from fear or obligation. When you give from the heart, the same energy returns to you as prosperity. You must also take care of your money like you care for a loved one. Respect it, organize it, keep it in a clean space. Spend it joyfully. When you respect money, it respects you back. Now let's talk about energy cycles. Every emotion has energy, and every energy has a wave. When you're happy, your energy is high. When you're sad, it drops. Money stays where energy is high. So when you are joyful, confident, and grateful, money wants to stay with you. This chapter teaches us that money is energy, and if we make our thoughts and feelings positive, this energy will naturally start flowing into our lives. The author reminds us that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. Once we understand that money isn't just paper, it's living energy, then it becomes our responsibility to treat that energy with respect. Every person has a magnetic force within them that either attracts money or repels it. This magnetic force is shaped by our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. And the most powerful part? Our subconscious mind. It controls about 90% of our life decisions and learns from what we've heard and experienced since childhood. If you heard things like, money is evil, or rich people are bad, or money ruins relationships, then these beliefs are already inside your subconscious, and they'll block your path to wealth. That's why the author says, we need to reprogram our subconscious, just like resetting a computer. The simplest way? Daily affirmations. Say powerful sentences to yourself every day like, I am worthy of wealth. Money flows to me easily. I am a money magnet. As you repeat these affirmations every morning and night, they begin to shape your subconscious. Author also recommends a practice called mirror work. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes and say, I am worthy of becoming rich. Money loves me. The universe supports me. This simple exercise reaches your soul and starts real change. If you want financial stability in life, you must also monitor your emotions every day. When you're fearful, anxious, or stressed, you block the flow of money. But when you are joyful, enthusiastic, and loving, you boost that energy. That's why the author advises you to track your mood. And when you notice your energy dropping, shift it immediately. One way to do this? Keep a gratitude journal. Write 3 to 5 things daily that you are thankful for. For example, I have food to eat. My body is healthy. I have a home. I have people who love me. This small habit removes the sense of lack and builds a feeling of abundance within you. Now let's talk about one more powerful concept: frequency match. Every object vibrates at a certain frequency, and money is no different. If we align our thoughts and emotions with the frequency of money, it starts coming toward us effortlessly. That means you must start thinking and feeling as if you are already wealthy. Many people think, I'll be happy when I have money. But the author says first, be happy. First, live freely. Then money will come. When you feel rich in your heart, when you believe that the universe supports you, then you reach that energetic frequency where money flows. And finally, the most important thing, inspired action. Just thinking positively isn't enough. You must act on the signals the universe sends. If you get an idea, see an opportunity, or feel a calling, don't ignore it. These are the pathways the universe uses to bring you wealth. But often, fear stops us. What if I fail? What will people say? Am I capable? The author says, recognize that fear, rise above it, and take action. Because without action, energy remains just a possibility. The author also explains that your attitude toward money determines your financial condition. If you're constantly complaining about money, thinking everything has become expensive, or that money disappears too quickly, then you're spreading the energy of lack around you, and this very energy worsens your financial condition. That's why it's crucial to change your language around money. For example, instead of saying, This bill is too expensive. Say, "Thank you, universe. I enjoyed this service and I am now happily paying for it." This shift in thinking changes your energy, and money follows that energy. The author also introduces a powerful practice called act as if. This means behaving as though you already have the money you desire. It's not about pretending or faking, it's a mental state. For instance, if you want to have 100,000, then imagine how you'd feel if you already had it. What would you think? What would you wear? How would you walk and talk? Start acting that way now. This aligns you with the energy that attracts that money. When the universe sees that you're already tuned to that frequency, it begins sending opportunities, people, and circumstances your way that match it. Now, the author shares a deeper insight. Money doesn't come from stability, it comes from flow. Many people hoard money out of fear, hesitate to spend, and avoid taking risks. But this blocks the flow. Money is like a river, it wants to move. When you allow it to flow with love, when you spend it wisely and give generously, the river widens. But when you stop it out of fear, it begins to dry up. So the author advises, let money flow, but do it consciously, lovingly, and with faith. When you do this, money becomes a permanent guest in your life. In this section, we learn how to make our subconscious more positive, how to recognize and rise above our fears, how to align ourselves with the energy of money, and how to turn that energy into reality through inspired action. Once we understand that money is not just an external object, but a reflection of our inner energy, the next step is to identify the mental and emotional blocks that are stopping money from entering our lives. The author says many people think they want to earn money, but their subconscious mind fears it or considers it wrong. This inner fear and contradiction create barriers. For example, if someone believes that rich people are arrogant or that money changes people, they will never become rich because their mind fears becoming wealthy. The author advises that you must first recognize these limiting beliefs and then change them. Here's a simple exercise. Take a piece of paper and write, "What is money?" Then honestly write down all your thoughts like, "Money comes with difficulty. Money makes people bad," or "Only clever people get rich." Now identify each negative belief and write a new positive one in front of it. For example, next to "money comes with difficulty," write, "Money comes easily and lovingly." This process starts dissolving your internal resistance. The author says that when you read these new thoughts every day, your subconscious begins to accept them, and room for money begins to appear in your life. Then, the author talks about the power of meditation. Meditation isn't just for calming the mind. It's the most powerful method to cleanse your energy and connect with the universe. When you sit in silence each day and focus your attention on the positive energy of money, you begin to tune into the frequency from where abundance flows. The author shares a guided visualization exercise. Imagine golden light flowing from the universe into your body, filling you up. Picture money all around you. You're playing with it, you're happy, you're safe, you're free. When you visualize this scene repeatedly, your subconscious mind starts accepting it as reality. Then, it pulls similar experiences from the universe into your life. Another important point the author makes is about self-worth. Many people value money but don't value themselves, and that's the biggest mistake. If you don't see yourself as worthy, if you think, "Why would I deserve it?" the universe responds the same way. The author says you must raise your self-esteem so high that you see yourself as the universe's most precious creation. For this, practice self-love. Every day, say to yourself, "I am worthy. I am special. I am a creation of the universe. I have the power to receive everything I desire." When you realize your own value, money begins to gravitate toward you. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful forces, gratitude. It's not just a feeling, it's energy. When you're grateful for something, you're signaling to the universe, I like this, and I want more. And the universe responds with more of the same. The author recommends expressing gratitude for at least 10 things every morning and night, big or small. Like, thank you for the sunlight. Thank you for the food I had. Thank you for the phone I use. I'm breathing. I'm safe. When you start appreciating even the small things, you begin living in the energy of abundance rather than lack. And that's where real wealth begins. Then, the author shares a profound truth that shakes every reader deeply. The world you see outside is just a reflection of your inner world. If you see poverty around you, it means it exists within you on some level. If you don't see opportunities, maybe it's because you lack faith inside. The author says, there's only one way to change the world. Change yourself. When you begin to feel abundant inside, when you start loving yourself, when you start living with trust, then the universe aligns with you. Another practice the author shares is, love your money. Many people fear looking at their money. They think about how little is left or worry that it'll be gone soon. This emotion repels money. Instead, smile when you look at your money. Touch it with love. Thank it. When you do that, money turns into energy. The author also advises to keep your wallet clean and beautiful. Always have some cash in it. Treat it with respect because it symbolizes your money energy. When you respect your money, more of it comes your way. Now, let's talk about generosity. Many people think they'll donate or help others once they have more. But the author says generosity isn't an external act, it's an internal energy declaration. When you live with a spirit of giving, the universe considers you worthy of receiving more. So, no matter how little you have, give something to someone, a meal to someone in need, a book to a child, or feed an animal. All these acts activate the energy of abundance. Finally, the author reveals the ultimate secret to attracting money. Don't try to hold on to it, let it flow. Just like air flows, just like water flows, money also wants to flow. When you allow it to move with love, receive it openly, and use it truthfully, it doesn't stop. In this section, we learned how to change limiting beliefs, how to make our subconscious mind positive, how to live in the energy of abundance through visualization and gratitude, and how to attract money by loving it. Money isn't just a means to fulfill needs, it's also a vehicle to fulfill your soul's purpose. The author says, when you understand your life's purpose and start living it, money begins flowing to you naturally because you're in harmony with the laws of the universe. So now the question arises, how do you discover your purpose? The author shares some simple but powerful questions to ask yourself. What is something I can do tirelessly without getting bored? What activity fills me with energy from within? What is something I do that makes me lose track of time? When you explore these answers, you get a glimpse of your true path. And when you start walking that path, your hard work turns into joy, and this joyful energy attracts money. The author explains that when you are connected to your purpose, you don't chase money. Money is drawn to you because you're living on a higher frequency. Your energy touches others. Your service and dedication reach people's hearts. And that is true prosperity. Now the author talks about directing your money wisely. Many people, once they get money, spend it on useless things and end up back where they started. Real wisdom is to channel money into things that elevate your life. The author recommends spending part of your money on self-growth like books, courses, seminars, travel, or anything that expands your thinking. When you rise, your money flows in higher directions too. The second point is investment, not just in stocks or property. Instead, anything in which you invest a little today and receive much more in return tomorrow, like learning a new skill, helping a friend, or preparing yourself for new experiences. These are all forms of investment. Now the author warns us, money serves you only as long as you are its master. The moment you become its slave, it traps you. So love money, but don't get obsessed with it. Hold it, but don't cling to it. The author says, if you're always afraid of losing money, you're already losing it. Fear is an energy that acts like a magnet attracting loss. But if you welcome money with trust and a sense of freedom, it stays with you. There's a powerful practice that can instantly shift your energy. It's called the power of now, living in the present moment. When you're fully in the now, there's no worry about the future or regret about the past. This is the state where true universal power flows. The author recommends closing your eyes for at least 5 minutes every day, focusing on your breath and repeating to yourself, I am fully present in this moment. I have everything I need. I am complete. I am connected to the universe. This simple practice cleanses your energy and begins to transform your world. Then, the author reveals another deep truth: forgiveness. If you hold anger, jealousy, or hatred towards someone, that emotion blocks your energy and money doesn't flow into blocked energy. So forgive every person who hurt you. Accept every situation that caused you pain. Forgiveness doesn't mean justifying the other person's actions. It means freeing yourself. When you can say, I am free, I feel light, abundance begins to flow into your life. In the end, the author emphasizes, money is not just an external goal, it's an internal state. When you feel whole, when you love yourself, when you serve others, when you express gratitude daily, when you forgive, and when you live with trust, money naturally becomes a permanent part of your life. This part reminds us that money isn't just the result of hard work, but also a result of our thoughts, emotions, and energy. If you truly want to attract money into your life, you must first shift your inner energy. So far, you've understood that money doesn't only come from hard work. It's connected to your mindset, your energy, and your intentions. But now comes the real question. How do we apply this knowledge in daily life? Because knowledge becomes power only when it's put into practice. The author shares some simple yet powerful habits you can start using today. 1. Practice gratitude every morning and night. Make a list of things you're thankful for. When you repeatedly affirm, I am blessed, what I have is priceless, your energy rises to a higher level, and this high vibration attracts wealth. 2. Set clear intentions. Decide clearly in your mind and heart why you want money. Not for showing off or out of greed, but to improve your life, to serve others, to take care of your family. When your intention is clear, the universe aligns with your purpose. Say to yourself each morning, today I will do everything that takes me closer to my goal. 3. Meditate daily for at least 10 minutes. Sit with your eyes closed, focus on your breath, and tell yourself, I am already abundant. I am already wealthy. This practice raises your consciousness and separates you from a mindset of poverty or struggle. And that separation leads you to abundance. 4. Use positive and powerful words. The words you speak determine your energy. If you keep saying, I don't have enough money, or everything is so expensive, these words become your reality. So change your language. Tell yourself, money flows to me with ease. I am worthy of money. The universe supports me. 5. Develop a giving mindset. The author says, people who only focus on receiving often lack energy. But those who give, whether it's time, love, help, or money, create powerful energy that returns to them many times over. Even if you give a small amount, give with love and devotion, and that money turns into a powerful cycle of abundance. 6. Commit to personal growth. When you keep learning, growing, and upgrading yourself, the universe rewards you because you're expanding your own capacity. The author advises, read a new book every month, learn a new skill, have a conversation with someone successful. These small steps expand your energy. Now, let's talk about the blocks that stop your energy and prevent money from coming to you. These blocks can be fears, doubts, or old beliefs like, money is bad, Rich people are selfish. I was never meant to be rich. Identifying these blocks is essential. The author suggests a simple technique called Write and Release. Write all your fears and limiting beliefs on a sheet of paper. Read them out loud and say, I release these thoughts. I now choose new beliefs. Money is good. Money is my friend. Money flows freely into my life. Then tear up the paper and throw it away. This symbolic act tells your subconscious mind that you've let go of old patterns. Another powerful habit the author suggests is visualization before sleeping. Close your eyes for 5 minutes and imagine yourself already wealthy. See yourself happy, helping others, living your dream life. When you repeat this vision daily, your subconscious starts to believe it's real, and the universe begins working in that direction. Finally, the author says, money is just a result. Your energy, your habits, and your intentions are the real cause. If you truly want to make money a permanent part of your life, start practicing these habits from today. Live them. Become the kind of person who naturally attracts prosperity. If this message touched your heart and you learned something new, do like this video and share it with friends who are still stuck in the hustle but don't know the real secret. And if you want money to start flowing toward you, then subscribe to our channel Power Book Summaries, because every day at 8 a.m. we bring you powerful book stories that can change your thinking. Here's a question for you. Do you truly believe that money doesn't just come from hard work, but also from your energy and mindset? Tell us in the comments below. We'll meet you again in the next video with a new mindset.